President-elect Donald Trump and his allies are reportedly considering military action against Iran after he takes office. The Wall Street Journal reports Trump is considering options to prevent Iran from building a nuclear weapon, including potential preemptive airstrikes. The reporting comes after Trump addressed tensions with Iran in a Time magazine interview. When asked about the chances of going to war with Iran during his next term, Trump responded, quote, "Anything can happen. It's a very volatile situation." CBS News national security contributor Sam Vinograd joins us now for our weekly national security wrap-up. So, Sam, what do we know about Trump's approach to Iran? We've learned a lot, obviously, from his first term in office. I'm wondering if that has changed. And can you also give us just an update on the state of Iran's nuclear program?
Well, Trump and Biden have historically had different approaches to trying to counter Iranian aggression. During his first term, President Trump bombed Iran directly, launched a direct military strike against former General Qasem Soleimani. So the notion that Trump would consider preemptive military strikes in a second administration is totally plausible. Trump also withdrew the United States from the Iran nuclear deal. After Trump withdrew the United States from the Iran nuclear deal, Iran's nuclear program progressed under the Biden administration. Secretary of State Blinken said just this summer that Iran was 1 to 2 weeks away from breaking out to a nuclear weapon. And a more recent U.S. intelligence community report indicated that Iran has greatly increased its stockpiles of nuclear material and is operating several underground facilities as part of its nuclear program. Importantly, though, the U.S. intelligence community has assessed that Iran has not made a decision to actually break out to a nuclear weapon at this stage. So Trump has not taken military action off the table, but as of now, Iran reportedly has not decided to move forward towards actually building a nuclear weapon.
So, Sam, here in the Northeast, there's been a lot of talk about drone sightings. We're going to move on to a slightly different topic, if we could. The governor of New Jersey is asking the federal government for more resources to respond to these sightings. There's some theories that these are foreign actors. I'm wondering what more you can tell us about the drone situation.
The federal government has said very clearly that there is no foreign nexus associated with these drone sightings and that these drone sightings don't pose a public safety or national security risk. At the same time, there have been hundreds, if not thousands, of reported sightings over New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. The federal government has surged resources to try to investigate the sources of these drones and to, where appropriate, try to mitigate these drones in the national airspace. Unfortunately, state and local law enforcement currently lacks the authority and the equipment to mitigate or safely land these drones. So the ball is really in federal authorities' court to figure out who is behind these drones and then to try to mitigate any potential risk facing the public at this time.
So, Sam, how concerned should people be about some of these high-profile targets that these drones are reportedly flying over?
The military has said that these drones don't pose a threat to military installations. What is of utmost concern to me at this time, Lana, is the fact that individuals may seek to take action themselves and try to mitigate these drones and shoot them down themselves. President-elect Trump did urge individuals to shoot the drones out of the sky, but if an individual does engage in some sort of vigilante action that they view as necessary from a self-defense perspective, that could actually lead to aerial debris that poses a real risk to the communities underneath the drone.
Yeah, because some of these drones are reported to be as large as the size of a car. So that's different from maybe the little toy drones that some of us have out there, and significantly different when it comes to raining debris. Sam, let's talk about inauguration, because there was a lot of speculation about Chinese President Xi Jinping, who was invited to come to Trump's inauguration. He's expected to decline, but there's also an active invitation that's out to Viktor Orban of Hungary. He is not the kind of person that normally would be on the list to come to the White House, let alone the very significant change of inviting heads of state actually to inauguration, unlike lower level diplomats. What stands out to you about these invites, and what might it mean about in terms of the type of foreign policy that we should expect from the Trump administration?
Well, the invitations are unprecedented. A foreign leader has never visited a president as part of inauguration. Lower-level foreign officials have attended. What this really tells me is that President Trump is going to really value face-to-face interactions as part of his next administration. He has, of course, already said he'll impose greater tariffs on China, about 10% at this point. So he's invited President Xi Jinping to his inauguration, who is viewed at the very least as a strategic competitor. His invitation to Viktor Orban is unsurprising, insofar as Viktor Orban has been a staunch ally of President-elect Trump, even during the interregnum between President-elect Trump's first term, the Biden administration, and his reelection. So we should expect President-elect Trump to reward loyalty with invitations and to try to use face-to-face engagement with strategic competitors and adversaries to try to win them over and to convince them to do what President-elect Trump views as in the best interests of the United States.
So those were two of the names, Sam, but is it possible that we might see other invitations extended to world leaders?
I don't think we can rule out any invitations going out to any world leaders ahead of this inauguration based upon President-elect Trump's unprecedented approach to this upcoming inauguration, Lana.
All right, Sam Vinograd, always enjoy speaking with you.
Thank you.